Oh, that's tender.
Nobody talks about this meat as a star of the show. We're gonna change that today. This is one of the most used pieces of pork. It's in all of the popular dishes and still, it's not a star of the show. So we're gonna change that today because we're gonna be cooking something freaking awesome. You might have already recognized this cut. Of course, it's the pork tenderloin. It's one of the most tender pieces of pork you can find. And it's super popular all over the world. It's used in Asia, in the Middle East, in the Western world. Everywhere they eat pork meat, it is super popular. But it's never the star of the show. Did you ever go to a restaurant and find the pork tenderloin as the star dish? No. It's always a tuna dough or something like a ribeye steak, but never a pork tenderloin. And there's a good reason for that, because it has a problem with flavor. It has none. The pork tenderloin is one of the most tender cuts you can find on a pork. And the reason for that is that it doesn't have to do a hard job. It's basically a lazy muscle. And that's why it's so tender, but it's also the reason why it doesn't have any flavor. We're going to tie it up with some butcher's twine and make it look good. I tie up my tenderloins to make sure that they are round and that will help them to cook evenly. But when we got those floppy bits at the end, you can tie them up as well. If they're really short and just hanging off, we want to cut them off. I fed them to the dog, it's already gone. When they're longer, you want to put them back and tie them up, make a nice and round shape. This way they are perfect for cooking and we are assured that we're going to get the perfect end result. Now we're going to add flavor, so we'll start by making a rub, which consists of 1 part fleur de sel sea salt, half a part garlic powder, half a part onion powder, 1 part paprika powder, half a part dried parsley leaf, 1/4 part ground black pepper, and 1/4 part curry powder. Mix that all up and put your shaker cap on. Rub your pork tenderloins with mustard and sprinkle on the barbecue rub. Time to fire up the barbecue. And in the meantime, we're going to make a barbecue sauce. We'll use a 1/4 cup of honey, 2 tablespoons of coarse mustard, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, 3 drops of habanero hot sauce. And we'll finish it off with 1 tablespoon of our homemade barbecue rub. Mix that up and you end up with this goodness. We're gonna be smoking these at a temperature of 120 degrees Celsius. At this temperature, the pellet grill is giving us the perfect amount of smoke flavor. For the side dish, we are making stir-fried cabbage in our wood-fired oven. It doesn't get any better than this. Ooh, the core temperature of our pork tenderloins has reached 55 degrees Celsius. This is perfect because we got a few more degrees to go until they're done. So first we're going to crank up the temperature to 180 degrees Celsius. Now I'm going to brush on the barbecue sauce. And what that's going to do is caramelize onto the meat and create another layer of flavor.
It's me. It's Morrison. Thank you for the merch.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. You gotta adapt to our situation.
But it's hard to eat.
Yeah.
So I might just put it here. Oh man, it smells good. It really smells good. It smells like my favorite Chinese restaurant.
And why is that?
Because it's stir-fried, right? Right?
Yeah, right.
Or is it because it's Chinese cabbage?
Oh, getting smarter by the minute, Morrison.
I like it. Do I really need a knife and fork?
Yes, you do.
Yeah?
People want to see you eat decent.
Oh, that's tender.
Because the pork tenderloin is so small, once you bite into it, you always get a part of that crust. And we put 3 layers in it, and it tastes amazing because we got the rub, we got the mustard, then we got the smoke flavor, and we got that barbecue sauce. But once it's packed together, it's just layers of flavoring blending in, so you gotta pick your ingredients carefully. Make sure they work together. And putting that barbecue rub in the barbecue sauce, it's like a genius touch. That's why we gotta make this stuff ourselves.
Weird thing is, it doesn't look that tender when you look at it, right? You agree, right?
Yeah, it looks stringy.
It looks stringy. But it is tender.
The tenderloin now is the star of the show. You got a meat dish. Of course, you can have some rice with this, or potatoes, or fries, whatever you like. It's your show. But hey, make the tenderloin the star because it's freaking awesome and it tastes amazing.
This is like my favorite Chinese dish. I could eat vegetables like this. To have something healthy and still have that fast food flavor, you gotta stir fry it. Stir fry your food, man.
Morrison is calling it Chinese, but if you think about it, it's more like a coleslaw, stir-fried. A little bit of oil, hot pan, cabbage in, a little bit of salt and pepper. That's it. Give it a try. I know you're gonna enjoy this one. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, then leave us a big thumbs up and a comment down below. Hope to see you guys next time. Until then,
Eet smakelijk.
and keep on grilling. Oh, big thank you to the patrons and the YouTube members. The guys freaking rock. Hey, you got nice swagger, Morrison.
Swag.
Yeah, you call it swag, or am I 10 years too late?
You said, yeah, 10, 12, yeah.
25.
I'm getting another one.
You getting the whole thing?
Yeah? No? No?
Well, you could
I can
be.
steal one from you.
And Eva then, the dog?
She already had her part.
I really love the wood fire stir fry. Hey, you guys saw the little wood fireplace, right? Are you back now? I missed it.
What causes that authentic, well, I call it Chinese flavor?
It's not Chinese flavor.
But is it only mainly because of fire?
It's the cabbage.
Only the cabbage.
Because you only eat cabbage 2 ways.
Yeah.
One is sauerkraut,
Yeah.
and the other one is with the Chinese food. Stir-fried Chinese food, like bami. Do you know this meat is 5 times cheaper than the beef tenderloin? 5 times cheaper. So this is around 10 euros a kilogram, and the beef tenderloin is 50 euros a kilogram.
Really?
Yes. You want to pay 5 times more?
No, let's go pork all the way.
Let's go pork tenderloin. Go pork tenderloin!
Pork tenderloin.
Prices are going up. Ooh, we need to buy stock on the pork tenderloin companies.
You know them. We all know them.
We know you. We're buying your stock. I'm buying 51%.